guys, Marian here. Welcome back to my channel. This video is for all of you that have been here either from day one or one day ago that helped my channel reach 100,000 subscribers. If you don't know much about YouTube as a platform, when your channel reaches 100,000 subscribers, you get this from YouTube. It's called the silver play button. You can see the camera in the reflection. They give these out, here, my Jewish Mommy Life 100,000 for reaching 100,000 subscribers, and the next one they give out is for 1 million, and then I think after that like 10 million and 100 million. So those are lofty goals, but my goal when I started this channel was to get this plaque, this play button, to reach 100,000 subscribers. And I just wanted to take a moment and thank all of you for being here on this journey with me and helping me reach my goal, because obviously it would not be possible without you guys. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of look back on the past few years on YouTube and kind of chat with you guys about what it's like to be an online influencer or YouTuber, and share a little bit about that journey and a little bit of behind the scenes. So I know not everyone will be interested in this kind of content, but I know that there's a few of you guys, especially who have been here. I mean, some of you, I guess, must have been here from the very beginning, but definitely for a long time. There's so many of you who comment, who I see your comments, you know, over and over again, and I feel like I know you. So I just feel like I wanted to celebrate this with you guys, and thank you. And yeah, just kind of chat about life as a YouTuber and what's happened over the past few years and what the platform is like. And I am planning to film a separate video about how to reach 100,000 subscribers and how to start a mom YouTube channel. I consistently made that type of content since I started, to just kind of share my knowledge and experience with anyone who is looking to do that. So I'm not really going to touch on that so much in this video, like strategies for growth and that kind of thing. But if you're interested, hopefully my next video or the one after that will be exactly that. Okay, so I love YouTube. I started YouTube in 2018, I want to say, I think, because my son was about 1.5. Basically, I have loved YouTube. Like around 2015, 2016, I felt like it was kind of like the height of like YouTube being cool. And what I mean by that was like the creators on YouTube were like superstars. There were these YouTube conferences like VidCon, which still exist, and YouTube stars are still amazing. But I felt like 2015, 2016 was kind of this like super hype era for YouTube, and I was right in the midst of it, and I was like, I want to do this. This is a dream job for me. And the reason I was so compelled to do it was I had wanted to start my own business for years and years. I got my MBA from Georgetown with a focus on entrepreneurship, and I always had this dream to start my own business. I worked in film and television before that, and like had a very you know, like strong career, you know, traveling the world and making films and doing all that kind of stuff, and it was very much like career power kind of move, but I knew that it just wasn't sustainable with kids. One of the things that really clued me into that was when you looked around the office, there were literally no moms in the office. There were women who chose not to have kids or didn't have kids, and then there were really young folks like me who like weren't married yet or that kind of thing, but there was no like working mom. So I was like, this is just not going to be sustainable. And that kind of made sense because there was so much travel involved. It was such a high pressure job. And I knew that I just wanted to be home with the kids and figure out a way to make money doing that. And the first business I actually thought of was to do a dessert making company. I had a dessert bar for my wedding, and I was just like in the wedding kind of mode and parties, and I was like, I love baking and crafting and that sort of thing, and I was really into this dessert bar idea. And I spoke to a lot of people about, you know, doing that kind of a business, and one of the things that really was eye-opening for me, if you're kind of considering how to do a working mom, work for yourself kind of role, is that I realized like I'd have to be at the parties, right? There was no way to scale this kind of business. There was no way, I mean, okay, yes, theoretically there are some ways, but generally, right, it would be like me making the cookies, putting together the candy, getting it to the party. There was so much like physical labor involved, and, you know, having to be there. And if my kid was crying or sick or whatever, like you know, the business would fall apart. It was a tough one, I realized. And I think any sort of physical product like that was going to be hard. That wouldn't really tick my boxes of trying to do something on a scale at home while still being able to earn money. And YouTube really was such a powerful opportunity because I can sit down and film one video. I try to do it during the day so there's good light, but I can film at night, or I always film actually when my son's napping, and I've had 3 sons, so I've always filmed during their nap times. So I get 10 minutes, film the video, and then edit it when they're sleeping or at night or whenever, so I can like do that 20 minutes of work. Really, it's probably more like 2 hours, but let's call it 20 minutes. 20 minutes, film the video, edit the video, ba-bing. But you know, a short amount of very flexible work, and then it lives on the platform and can earn money and grow without me having to do anything. So that was really, I think, inspiring, especially for moms or anyone who's trying to be home and trying to have flexible hours, because you can put in the amount of work and then it can grow from there. Of course, there's so much more to it and a lot of strategizing and learning and all of that, but at its core, I think YouTube is a beautiful opportunity to be able to have a super flexible work-life balance and to work strategically and have things grow from there. I also didn't like quit my job and just like decide to do YouTube. There was a lot of other kind of components to the story, but I really started filming and putting up videos while I was still working full-time, which is crazy because I don't know how I fit it in. I had a 1-year-old, I was working full-time, I was writing a book, and I was trying to launch my YouTube career. But I was just so passionate about it, and I didn't worry too much about like the editing being perfect and that sort of thing. I just filmed the videos, put them up there, and just really loved it and hoped it would grow. It was definitely not an overnight success, as you could tell. I've been making videos on YouTube for over 5 years, but I do feel like there was enough growth to keep me going, and I kept making friends with other YouTubers who then would quit YouTube. And I kind of noticed this pattern, like it is really hard, and you do have to stay so consistent to grow. And it's like a little heartbreaking because there will always be those creators that just pop up and like gain tens of thousands of subscribers seemingly overnight, and you're sitting there like grinding away year after year and watching it slowly grow. But I realized that I just was never gonna be like a viral overnight success channel. Like nothing I was putting out was going to have this huge, massive, like lightning effect appeal. So I was never going to grow quickly. So I just said to myself, like, if I really want to do this, I just have to consistently work at it, keep growing, and know that it's going to take years to get to my goal of 100,000. But there were so many, you know, great things along the way, like working with amazing brands, having videos that did do well, that sort of thing that really helped. And to be honest, one of the things that really helped was also understanding that the algorithm changes. So when YouTube unveiled YouTube Shorts, I saw that as a really golden opportunity to grow my channel because I had already been making reels for Instagram that had been doing really well. I was kind of one of the first people who were like, reels, okay, got it. Like there were so many people who fought against reels and like fought against the way the Instagram algorithm was changing. Sorry, this is so in the weeds, but for anyone who cares, I'm just gonna share. But I was one of the first people who were like, I never fight against the way brands are going or algorithms are going. I'm just like, that's what's okay, let's do that. So Instagram unveiled Reels, and I was like, great. Sounds like a great way to grow. Anytime something new pops up, the brand is going to promote it, the algorithm's gonna promote it. So I was like, great, Reels are an opportunity to grow, let's do it. So as soon as YouTube premiered YouTube Shorts, I was like, great, I already have the content for it, I'm doing it on Instagram anyways, and I know the algorithm will promote it. So most of my shorts did not do super well, but there was a handful that did. I had one video, I think it was on natural birth, that reached over 7 million views, which is crazy, and brought in a ton of subscribers. So that only happened in, I want to say, the past year or so. But what I'm sharing all of this is to say is that you just never know how things will evolve, how the platform will change. So there were many years where I was like, I'm just never gonna reach 100,000. Like the algorithm just doesn't have it in for me. I can't change content like so much, you know, to make it that kind of a channel. I just want to, you know, just try my best and, you know, go slow. But then something changed and shorts came up. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to try it. So I think my kind of overall lesson here is just to obviously not give up, but to just have faith in yourself and don't worry about what other channels are looking like, because I know I would have quit 100 times over if I compared myself to other creators who I started at the same time with, were even friends with, and then grew so quickly, or other ones who just kind of gave up because it was just too slow to grow and too hard. So you really just like have to follow your own path. And I will say, like, my husband was always very supportive, and he was always like, do what you want, enjoy. But I never really had a like sort of mentor or, you know, a cheer squad that was like, you know, a creator kind of community, especially on YouTube. I never really found that so much. I really felt like, especially at the beginning, I was on my own and really just had to force that kind of self-confidence to keep moving. And it was only just because I loved it so much, and I just kept saying to myself, like, why not me? Why can't I do it too? And really just giving that all from myself to myself. It was like a gift to myself, like, you can do it. You can do it too. That was quite long and rambly, but those are my reflections for reaching 100,000. I'm gonna put this up in my office. I'm here in my office now, by the way. I'm just so thankful for all of you guys who have been there supporting me on all my things, my Etsy downloads that I come out with, and different brands that I work with. I just am so thankful to you guys for being here and supporting me. If you have any more questions about the YouTube journey, definitely let me know. And like I said, I want to share more about like a more detailed how to reach 100,000 for people who actually want to do YouTube. So stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.